So another way to get them used to going to their spots is having them sit on their bed to put the leash on. This also decreases the excitement as they're getting ready for a walk and gets them started focusing on you right off the bat. At first, you can do this separately and walk one dog at a time. So send each one of them to their bed at a time to put the leash on. When they do it as a pack, it's a lot harder for each one to stay put. This is great for their self-control and focus. Boo loves to play with leashes, but now is not the time for that. No cheating, we need to be on the spot. Then we're going to grab each one and head to the door for our sit at the door. It's a little tough to maneuver 3 different leashes, so definitely practice this one dog at a time to get the exercise down. So when we walk, we want to start with circles and a sit. Boo's on the inside of the circle and we're turning in front of her. This herding is teaching her heel position. An occasional sit keeps her focused on you and paying attention. We can also practice a sit-stay by pivoting in front and having her stay put. As we move around, this helps focus and self-control. Boo's on a short leash with little tugs to keep her paying attention. We can also practice a recall. Boo, come and sit so that we can get our hands on her and heel. We can also practice this with each dog. So here's Milo doing the same exercises. Again, short leash with Milo on the inside of the circle with an occasional sit. Milo actually does really well with this. While you're walking, your head is up, your shoulders are back, you're nice and relaxed. When you're relaxed, they stay relaxed. Little tugs on the leash if he's not executing the command. This reminds him, hey, I'm talking to you. Good boy. When we continuously turn in front of him, that keeps his attention on us instead of anything else. Little tugs, little tugs. Good boy. We want to practice a come sit in front of us so that we can get our hands on him. He needs to sit until we release him or do the next activity. If he gets up, just put him right back. Walk into him a little bit because he did shuffle forward. Come sit. We can also practice techniques like switching our dog to the other side. This comes in handy when there's a distraction ahead on the left, putting our body in between us and the distraction. So practice this maneuver when there's no distractions. So he's very comfortable swapping behind you. And then also turning. When you turn, you're going to turn into him and go the opposite direction. This comes in handy when he's completely out of control and you need to get further away from the distraction. So again, swap behind you, and then you turn into your dog. So now we're going to practice with the whole pack. I found that Milo and Inca do well on one side and Boo on the other. And instead of circles, we're going to walk figure eights. This way we can turn into each set of dogs and keep them focused on us. If they get distracted and look at things or put the brakes on, we're not going to pay attention to that. We're just going to keep walking. We're going where I want to go at the pace I want to go. Your job is just to pay attention to me and follow along. As the dog gets good with circle eights or figure eights, we can start to walk more straight lines. Again, your shoulders are back, your head is up, you're watching where you're going, you're watching for distractions. And now we're going to throw in a sit. Group sit is hard. But when we walk with the pack, they see that you have everybody under control, even when they're a whole pack. This is a great leadership exercise. So it's important to practice the technique, get them used to doing this, get your body language and technique down when there's low distractions. Practice this in your driveway. This also mentally tires them out. When we get good with these techniques, we can move on to a walk down the street with distractions. So also practice your turn into your dog and go the opposite way. So sometimes you can turn right into Boo. Sometimes you can turn left into the other two. Again, you're doing these connecting movements to walk into their space to keep their attention on you. So walk into Milo and Inca this time. Good job, guys. And one last sit. Little tug tug if Boo's not paying attention. There's something good over there. But it doesn't matter, we need to pay attention to me. Oh, no cheating. Good job, Boo. And we're on our way. So then when we're done with our walk, we're just going to do a simple wait at the door this time. They're all settled down, no pushing in, waiting for their release to come in the door. Then we're going to send everybody to their spots again to take off the leash. When we practice this going to your spot or going to your bed over and over, it becomes second nature to them. To get anything or to start anything exciting, to get toys, to get chewies, we go to our spots. No jumping, no barking, no running around like crazies. We have to stay in our spots to get our good things.
Sit. Hold on.
So now that we've gone on a walk, we've played in the yard, we've done the fun, exciting things, now it's time to settle down on our beds for a chewy. Giving everyone a spot to chew on their chew
Good job. Inca.
lets them know that nobody else is going to steal their food. They don't have to guard it. They don't have to get ugly with it.
Yes. Good job.
So controlling high value chews is a great way to show the pack that you're in charge of everything.
Yes.
No reason to get ugly over food.
Self-control. So hard. It takes me so long to get this bag open. Okay. Nope. Nothing happens until we do what we're supposed to. Inca. No barking at me to make me. Sit.
Don't get frustrated.
Good job.
Stay calm and continue to put them back in their spots. They'll get this exercise really quickly as you practice because they like their chew toy.
And they have to stay on their spots.
And of course they're going to think that the other ones have something
Do
better.
this with a treat. that you give them every day. You can
The
do
grass
this
is always
to
greener.
put the leash on before you go
Make
for
sure
a walk.
nobody's stealing anybody
on,
else's
bud.
chewy.
Nope. No, ma'am. Right here. Sit. Nope. Everyone's just the same. I promise.
We've all got the same
Nope.
thing.
Good job. Put this way. Nobody's stealing anyone else's. There we go. Good girl, Boo.
Eventually they'll realize,
Good job.
guess I'll just lay down and chew my chewy.
Good job. Like I was saying, you could do this with treats that you give them every day. You can do this with putting on the leash. You can put them in their places to pet them. This is gonna minimize the crazy chaos of when something exciting comes out. Instead of running around you and barking and being crazy, they have to go to their spots to get the good thing. I don't know what you're holding out for, Inka. That's all I got. We can also do this when guests answer the door, or guests come to the door. So make going to their spots a good thing. Practice it at least once or twice a day. So that you can minimize that crazy chaos when exciting things happen. When exciting things happen, that means I run to my bed and sit and hang out there. Then I get the good thing. So this is a good way to practice that. Good job. I don't have anything else, Inka.
And then when we're done, it's time to go settle in our crates. So they've pottied, they've played, they've walked, they've had a chance to think, they've had a chance to chew, and now it's time for them to settle down. So there's times of the day when we spend lots of time with them, focused time with them, and other times when it's their job to just chill out and do their thing. Eventually, their bodies get trained that at this time of the day when we've done all those other things, that it's just time for them to hang out and chill out. We always make crate time good. They get their chewies sometimes in there, as well as a good yummy treat.